the Stars versus the Jets. The Stars are coming in at minus 160, the Jets at plus 135. Split the season series 2-2. The big thing here is injuries. It really depends who's in, who's out. For the Jets, they've got Scheifele and Morrissey. For the Stars, they've got Heiskanen and J-Rob. So both teams kind of in a similar spot there. Their second best forward and their ace D man. We'll see what happens. What do you boys think?
I think the injuries, both of those injuries for both teams are incredibly significant. I think they're slightly more significant for Winnipeg because that's their number one center and their number one defenseman. And you're really going to need both of those to go up against Dallas. Like we saw Dallas get through a very talented and skilled Colorado team without their leading point scorer in the regular season and their best defenseman. We saw the Jets win one game without Scheifele and without Morrissey. I don't know, about a 6, 7 game series against the Dallas Stars if they can hang that long without Scheifele and without Morrissey in the lineup. I mean, it just seems like one of those things where eventually that Winnipeg decor is going to run out of steam.
All I could find on injury updates is that DeBoer says he expects Robertson and Heiskanen to play in this series. When, who knows? And with Shifley and Morrissey, it's just too soon. There hasn't been any update.
So the goaltending battle in this is going to be fascinating because we've got probably the two leading candidates to represent the red, white, and blue in the Olympics next year. And one of them just had the most embarrassing series of his career, and one of them just had what some would say is a legacy series. So two trains going the opposite direction. Mac, you bet big on Hellebuck at the start of the postseason. Do you think now that he's got the monkey off his back, he got behind that series, that we're going to see like regular Hellebuck again?
I do think there's a chance that he's, he woke up this morning and kind of realizes, wow, I get to hit the refresh button. I sucked that whole series. My team helped me get through, and now I have an opportunity here in front of me to start from scratch at 0-0. It's a clean slate. So hopefully that's kind of the way he's looking at it, and hopefully he can get back to normal Helly, because I think if he plays the way we all know he can, this could be a very entertaining series, and I think it could go 7 even. But that's, I mean, it's such a question mark. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think with Hellebuck, what the big takeaway from the last game is, I don't necessarily think he's going to go off and every game is going to be perfect now. I think there's still going to be situations where, hey, probably would love to have that one back. But I think after last night, hopefully what the message he took away from that is just relax, dial it back, focus, get your game together, collect yourself, take a couple breaths, water in the face, water down the back, and go from there.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. This feels a lot like Washington, Carolina in the sense that both teams are very due for a finals run. They're horny. I love using that word here right now, especially
I
Dallas.
I do feel happy that we know one of these teams will be in the Western Conference Final, because I
Yes.
like that a lot. I think, like you said, Harry, both are just, if you look at the last couple of years here, both deserve a chance to play for a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah. And I love the parallels with these teams. We just mentioned the injuries, kind of similar caliber
Yeah,
player going on there.
top
And then
D and a top scorer.
yeah, and then they've got these second D that are emerging into like these superstars real time. You got Pionk playing 59 shifts, and then you've got Harley and his coming
Yep.
out
He
party. Like
looks
there's a lot of
great.
Yep.
similarities here, but their captains are kind of similar, big power forwards, not
Yep.
real first line guys.
Do you guys have
Um,
an X factor in this series at all?
I mean, for Winnipeg, it's obviously Hellebuck. We kind of just
yeah,
discussed that.
I'd go Ehlers too. Like hasn't really
Yeah,
yeah,
done a
yeah.
lot, hasn't looked great.
Especially
Couple,
if Shifley is still out, he kind of needs to be that dude.
yeah, he's got to. I mean, well, one, stop turning the puck over, but two, put it in the net. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just got to. That's what he's out there to do. It's got
I
to
was
happen
kind of
at some
hoping
point.
he had a chance to get that breakaway game winner
Yep,
last night. That would have been huge for him.
absolutely.
Benner made a great save though.
That was a great save.
I'm gonna go Duchesne for Dallas. He had a great
I like
regular
that.
season, kind of quiet in round one, and I thought him playing against his old team that drafted him, maybe it would wake him up a little bit. But this series, I think if he pops, like it's very over.
I
I want to
think
see, if I'm Dallas, I want to see Jamie Benn take this fucking series by the horns, man.
Yeah.
You are the captain of this team. If you want your Stanley Cup and you want to kind of, I mean, he's almost probably getting close to end of his career here. I would think that if this guy wants one last kick of the can here, let me see another. Not that he's been bad or anything, but let me see another level from Jamie Benn. I want to really see him dig deep for the Stars this series.
I like that. I think that's probably one of the best chances he's had at the cup ever is this team. Another guy for Dallas that I think could score a really big goal, maybe like a game tie or a big overtime goal, is Evgeny Dadonov.
Yeah.
Kind of up there. It would be great to see him get a cup too. I think he's like 36, 37, something like that. So
Daddy long legs. Yep.
exactly.
And shout out to Rantanen. Obviously, we talked about him in his Game 7 heroics, but he is leading the NHL in points after the first round. He is seventh all time in NHL points per game in the postseason, which is pretty insane. Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy for Winnipeg if they're not fully healthy. So, with all of this said, what are our predictions here?
Stars in seven.
Seven. Okay, another one.
I've got Stars in six, but I do think if there's so many variables, if both teams end up healthy and if Hellebuck is Hellebuck, like normal Hellebuck, there's no reason it can't go seven. And there's no reason I don't think that the Jets couldn't steal this too.
I'm gonna go Dallas in five. I just think,
Whoa.
yeah, I think with they're getting healthy. Winnipeg's not. Their goalie's getting hotter. Winnipeg's isn't. I just feel like it's two trains going in different directions, and Dallas is probably the favorite to win the cup right now at this point.
I do love the idea of both of these teams coming off like just enormous highs of how those victories in their game sevens each went and then having to play each other. I think that's really awesome and I can't wait for game one.
Both of these crowds have been near the top. I mean, they have been electric to watch. Dallas has been great. I saw a really interesting piece today that someone posted on Twitter, and the name's escaping me. I'm going to have to look this up. And they were basically talking about how the Luka Doncic trade out of Dallas for the Mavericks is now contributing to people being so in on the Stars because they were so pissed about losing their superstar player for the
That
Mavs.
rocks. Yeah, that
Wow,
rocks.
that's interesting.
I mean, hey,
I believe
hockey,
it. It makes
we'll take
sense.
all the help we can get, right?